Hello and welcome to episode 1 of a series that I'm going to be starting. And this series is basically the Breath of the Wild map. I cannot remember who made it. Grazi. I'm Grazi. That's who made it. This is his map, and I'm going to be playing a survival playthrough on this map. The main difference is that the end portal is not at a stronghold on this map. It is at Hyrule Castle, where you would normally fight Calamity Ganon. These are the books of the supporters. Alright, so we start off with a bit of armor, which is good. I like armor. Also, I have the difficulty set to peaceful, and I have, what is this? Okay, so that's if I want to do the side quest, Hidden Signs of Hyrule. There's the first one, I assume, but what I'm going to do is I have it on peaceful right now, mob spawning turned off, just so that, you know, no mobs are going to spawn here. And I did place one torch artificially, that one, so that way I could see at the beginning. But I'm going to be playing this completely in survival, unless there is a part that requires me to be in creative to progress. Don't worry, it gets brighter soon, I'm sure. I'm also going to turn off insomnia, because I hate phantoms. I also can't see a thing, so I need to focus up. Okay, I'm going to give myself a torch. That's hidden sign number 1, okay. There. Now I have seen my way out of the Shrine of Resurrection, as it's called. Here, let's do the opening cutscene. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Let's see what we could do here. Let's start with this. We could probably get some wood right now, but I kind of want to look around, see what's around. This is where you would meet the old man for the first time. I remember that from my playthrough. Is there anything else of interest? I'm actually surprised that there's not the woodcutter's axe from the main game here. That's a pretty good early weapon. Let me see if there's a sword out on that road. Oh, okay. Look, a Korok. Wow. Yahaha. So, I'm just gonna try and get off the Great Plateau today and live, I guess. There's no sword here. There's a sword here in the game. I don't know how true they're keeping it to the original game. I don't know what all is going to be the same, what all is going to be different. I don't know that this is meant to be possible in survival. Nothing? I got a pot. That's amazing. Okay, I pushed Alt and my game froze for a second. I got a little bit concerned. I want to get up there because I know about something that's up there that I can't use just yet, but it will be nice to have. I don't think there's a legitimate way to parkour up there. There's not, so I'm going to we're gonna get ourselves away up there. Because I know something that's up there that I want. Hopefully on the edited version, if you're watching the unedited version, I'm sorry this is a bit boring. Hopefully on the editing version, I'll have some sort of music playing right now. Music disc. Yep, it's a cat. I'm sure there are other discs hidden around. I think until I get off the Great Plateau, I'm going to keep it on peaceful. Oh, I wanted to show off something cool about this map that I really enjoy. Keep in mind, the only mods I have installed are like sodium, so that way I can play and have a good render distance. I already have armor. I suppose he was. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to a shrine so that I can show you my favorite feature of this map. Sorry, I got distracted by the fountain. I wanted to see if there was something there. There was not. Also, I'm going to place that down so that way you know I can't like make my way out of this. You can see that they really nailed the feel of Hyrule. But look. Oh, lag. Wait for it to load in. It's a little bit laggy. Okay, there we go. Still a little bit laggy, but it's fine. Because this is an actual shrine. Whoop, there. Now I can say that I've done it. I've gotten Magnesis. I guess I'm gonna mine through this. I'll speed this up in the edited version, but for those of you watching the unedited, which is gonna release earlier than the edited version, and I just opened my inventory. But for those of you watching the unedited version, which is gonna be released a few days before the edited version, might be a little bit more than a few days. I've got a lot of editing to do on other videos, but we're gonna be here a minute. Because I want to say that I've beaten the shrine, but I can't say that if I haven't actually done it, so I'm going to actually break my way through here. Okay, I thought it was like going through my mic, that's why I did that. I keep looking over at OBS and thinking, is there something going through my mic? Is something off? And there probably is something off, but I'm not too worried about it, I'll be honest. And then after this series, I'll probably do a hardcore series. Heck, I might do both at the same time. It'll be quicker to break the stone, it'll be quicker to break the stone, it'll be quicker to break the stone. I'm sure it's only one more layer of this. And I'm trying to do this as legitimately as possible, so for those of you thinking, why don't you go outside, get wood, craft trapdoor, and just break the mud bricks on that last part? That's because I didn't want to. I want to see if there's anything behind this box. Nope, just the box. I do like they have the buttons everywhere. I feel like one of them at some point is gonna do something, and I'm gonna miss it. Mud bricks. We have a bridge. I'm sure this is how this was intended. Look, there's a little, you had to do a 1 block jump. I don't know how quickly quartz breaks. Okay, quartz breaks fairly quickly. Quicker than iron, that's for sure. And then look, whoa, we beat the shrine, so I'll mark that. Okay, now that I've shown off that the shrine exists, I think I'm going to head towards Temple of Time, see what's up there. So we're just gonna head up there, get whatever's up there, and if there's not a bucket for me to get water, we're gonna cry for a bit and then go figure that out. Because we're gonna need iron, and I really don't want to mine on the Breath of the Wild map. I just want to play the map, and I'm sure that there is some way that I'm supposed to do this. But I don't want to mess it up. You know? Because I don't think that it's intended for me to go underground mine for iron. And heck, I don't know that there is iron down there. There's a bow. That's unfortunate. Ooh. First of all, organize my inventory a little bit. Over the course of this project, I have found 11 logs throughout the map containing behind-the-scenes thoughts and ideas from Grazi as he worked on this map. Each log has a hint that leads towards the next one. The first book is hidden between here and the Dueling Peaks. Between here and the Dueling Peaks. Okay, so Dueling Peaks is that way. I know that. I've played this game enough. But it's between here and Dueling Peaks? I mean, there's some ruins in between, but surely he's not going to make me go through the ruins. Alright, let's check this Bokoblin camp right here. Do I remember early game whenever I first got Breath of the Wild? This Bokoblin camp, I would have so much fun just destroying it. Because you could shoot a bow, shoot out that eye there. It would fall in, blow that up. It was amazing. What is this? Oh, that's outside. I'm like, what is this? That's probably their sniper tower. Or no, that's where the chest spawns, and there's nothing there. And I know that there's no command block waiting for me to kill mobs that are supposed to spawn here. Surely not. That's unfortunate. Well, let's look around and see what we can find. There might be food right here. There is in the base. There's not, but there's something that's supposed to represent food. We can get bones here if we want. Noted. Barrel. Bombs for whenever you push rock down that hill. Check up here. Oh no, you push the rock from right here. There's another spot where you push a rock down a hill. Let's take a look around though. This is a nice map. By the way, feel free to send in suggestions for maps that I should try out. I'm willing to play most maps. This Bokoblin camp right here is right next to a tower. I recognize this one, these walls here. Anything in the barrels. Literally anything. I really don't like this. There's not a good way for me to get down there. Because I don't assume there's water. No, and I will not survive that. I have an idea. Alright. If I make it down, you guys subscribe. Do I live that? I mean, I'm wearing armor. 1 heart. I'll take it. Alright. Let's start heading towards Dueling Peaks. I love the attention to detail on this map. This man was a legend for building all this, dude. I believe Dueling Peaks is this way. We're not gonna head towards Central Hyrule just yet. I think I go Dueling Peaks stable, and after that we call it a video. Because I really think that the rest of this should be played with mobs enabled, but I don't want to do that just yet. So I'll get to Dueling Peaks stable, set my spawn point there, and we call it a video. Sounds like a good idea to me. By the way, I did do a little bit of looking around in creative on a different world, which I will show at the end of the unedited episode 1 here. Just to see the map, I'll show you that there's another world that I used creative on. And that world was... I had mob spawning still enabled, and I was able to see just how bad it would be. Starting area, filled with mobs. Temple of Time, the big castle thing we went to on the Great Plateau. You guessed it, filled with mobs. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I don't think I remember this bridge going to Dueling Peaks. It's whatever. We'll see where this takes us. We're just going to get to a stable, but like there's all sorts of areas that are just filled with mobs whenever mob spawning is enabled. And I'm sure that that's somewhat intentional, but I don't think that it should be that difficult on the Great Plateau. Because it was like 50 mobs in the Great Plateau. Or not in the Great Plateau, in the starting area. It might just be because I'm playing on a version that this world wasn't meant for. I'm playing on 1.21.7. This was made for 1.20.4. I really like the copper sound. We'll get to that tower. That's where we'll call it a day. Wait, this is that one spot. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but this is that one spot where you can get up there, and then whenever you stand in a corner up there, there's a spot where the shading is broken, so you can see what the game, or your character at the very least, looks like without the shading. It's pretty cool. A lot of bombs here, because normally I think there's spikes and enemies around here, but I'm playing peaceful until the end of this video. And I don't think mobs would spawn there during the day anyway, unless he has a command block for that, at which point I will be very sad. I need to somehow get up that tower. And I don't have the same climbing abilities that I do in Breath of the Wild. But that's okay, that's the fun of this challenge. It's not meant to be the easiest thing in the world, it's meant to be interesting. It's meant to be challenging at times. It's fun. And, you know, other times we do this, where we just mine a block for a while. I think next episode I'm going to have a Fulbright mod installed, so that way, you know, I can see and you guys can see. Some would call Fulbright cheating. I call it using my resources and making the video entertaining. I don't even know, man. I don't know how I'm supposed to get up this tower. You know what? That can be find out next time. No, I'm kidding. I'll try a little bit more before I give up. Ain't no way a slab is stopping me from climbing up this. Oh, sunrise. How are we gonna get up there? Find out next time, because yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, I'm gonna real quick show that there is a second world of this. So this one's the one survival. It says creative mode, but that's because that's the default. And this one is just named Breath of the Wild. This is the one that I actually used creative mode in and flew around. That's gonna be all from this video. All from me. I suppose I'll see you all next time. Edited version will have a better outro, record, and post. Bye.